All right, so I'm here with Caesar. Caesar, how old are you?
31.
Are you originally from Arizona?
I am. I'm from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I'm from 13th Street in Hatcher. I'm from the Meat Buzz.
13th Street in Hatcher.
Yeah.
Is that LCM or what?
LCM.
I see that tattoo on your stomach. What's your current situation right now? You homeless?
I'm home. Actually, no. Technically, I'm not homeless at all. I got places I could go to and stuff. I choose to be out here. I like being out here. I grew up out here on the streets and stuff. I grew up from foster care. I grew up in the system and stuff. So growing up, I was always locked away, put away. So I kind of gravitate to this right here because I feel free. Right now, the current situation that I'm in, I actually came out here for somebody because she's still out here, and I was trying to take her back home, because I made her a promise that I was gonna get her back home, but it's taking a little longer than what I expected and stuff, but that's why I'm out here, but any day, any minute, any time, I could just go home,
At what age did you start running the streets, bro?
At the age 8, at 8 years old.
At 8 years old?
I left home and I haven't been home since.
How do you run the streets at 8 years old, bro? Where was your mom and dad?
Well, my foster parents, they kind of were fed up with me. I was a troublemaker, bouncing off the walls, destroying stuff, real destructive, I ran the streets, I slept at parks, I slept in slides, tunnels, under irrigation holes. It didn't matter, just, got my clothes from the malls. Who's gonna suspect a little kid going into a store stealing stuff? So
you've always been in the system since birth?
I've been in the system since I was 3 years old.
Since you were 3 years old. Did you get to meet your parents?
I got to meet my mom for the first time when I turned 18. Just before I went in and got my number as an adult. I met her one time after that, and I haven't seen her since.
Why did you get taken away from your parents, bro?
Well, my mom got caught with heroin, cocaine in her system when she had me. So she was already on a strike from the previous baby that she had and stuff, and they end up suspending her rights in Arizona itself of having kids and stuff, so any kid that she had after me, it just became a child to the state,
How many siblings do you have?
16.
16?
There's 16 of us.
Is 16 altogether?
16 altogether. I don't know them all. I only know me, my brother Space, Elizabeth, and Marty. And I barely met them this last time I got out of prison, my 2 sisters. And I've known my brother practically all my life and stuff,
How are they doing? Are they in the streets or are they
doing good? One got their own crib. The other one, my brother, he's the oldest out of all of us. He's the first. He got kids. He got a lady. He's struggling, but he does what you do, but with marijuana. On the other hand, my sister Elizabeth, she works at youth centers and like institutions and stuff, And then my sister Madi, she's a teacher. She owns her own house on the south side and stuff, They're all doing something.
That's good.
It's kind of strange because the things that everybody's doing are the things that I actually grew up wanting to do, but I actually gravitated to doing this. I had a scholarship to go somewhere to college and stuff, law enforcement or whatever, but I chose this side of the law, which to me, everything I've done in my life, I've been real content with everything that I do. I'm content, but one day I tend to write a book, if not a book, something what you're doing, in a sense of just putting it out there, because no matter how bad your situation is, once you hit rock bottom, there's only one way, and that's up. You can only go
around, right?
You can, Unless you sell yourself to this, you know, and you really lose yourself to this. But if you have that plan to get out, get out.
Do you still talk to your siblings?
I haven't talked to them since May, since I actually got out of prison,
Yeah.
because I came back out here.
How long did you do in prison?
I done 13 years altogether.
13 years. Was it straight?
No, I did a 9-piece first, and then turned around, got out for a year. Met the lady that I'm out here for right now, and got caught down the street from here. Actually, across the street right here. I got caught in the building over here. Went in for 2.5, almost 3 years. And now I'm here. You know. But eventually, I'm gonna have to go back. Not back to the system, but home. Because I can only do this for so long. I don't even like doing this, to be honest with you. I've had enough of doing this, you know. But I got a plan, you know, and I think this right here is just a learning experience, you know, especially for the youth that are in the current situation that they're in and stuff, you know, to sit there and explain and actually have credential and been in situations. Because one, I know I was one of them kids that if you ain't never been there and you ain't never done it, how the hell you could tell me something, you know? If you were a silver spoon kid, there ain't shit you could tell me.
So from somebody that's out here on the streets doing the thing. Oh, the microphone. So from somebody that's out here on the streets doing that, actually running on the streets, what kind of advice would you give the kids out there?
To have a plan. Even if you're gonna do this, if this is what you're gonna do, have a plan. An exit plan. Because if you get lost in this, it could take you somewhere where you don't want to be. And you only got 2 options. The jailhouse or in a casket. You know, you can't get rich off this. Even being a dope dealer, for temporarily, you can become rich. But for a lifetime, nah. Being legit, having a paycheck, a 9 to 5, that's where it's at. You know, that goes for everybody, for any brother, whether they're white, brown, native. I'm Native American, you know. So, you know, that goes to all my brothers and stuff. You know, have a plan. You know, even if you choose to do something, have a plan, and make sure that that's where it's gonna lead you. You know, because if you don't, you're gonna end up lost. You know. And out here, for the ones that are out here, that are doing this, and you know, are in relationships, believe me, I understand your struggle and stuff, yo. You ain't alone. I really do. I really understand it. You know. But patience is the key, yo.
Hey, how dangerous is it out here, bro, on these streets?
I think it was more dangerous in the prison than it is out there on the streets. But that's just for me being a dude.
Yeah.
Now for a woman's man.
Let me get this right.
For a woman, on the other hand, I've had a lot of homegirls pass away because of the curriculum and the life that they choose to live, you know.
What kind of stuff was going down in prison, bro?
Yeah, that's one thing I won't talk about, you know.
But did you see some crazy stuff while you were in there?
I was part of some crazy stuff in there, but that's neither here nor there and stuff, you know. Best place is to be out here.
What about the youngsters that kind of think that going to prison is cool?
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. You ain't gonna get rich there. You know, just the ones that have it. Believe me, what you were told is not what it is, and what you thought it was, it ain't. You know, you're always gonna have to listen to somebody, regardless. You ain't on top. Nobody's on top. There's always gonna be somebody that's above you. No matter where you sit at the table, there's always somebody above you. You know, whether as a whole or as an individual, there's always somebody above you. Remember that. Always. You know.
All right, man. Well, gracias for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me sharing this on my YouTube channel?
Oh, go ahead, brother.
All right, bro. And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you, you can hold it like this. And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share, like an email or anything like that?
Anybody can get at me at Chief Crazy at chiefcrazy@gmail.com or Cesar Hernandez gmail.com. You know, I go on it from time to time and stuff, you know, but if you hit me up, I'll hit you up, you know. And for the brothers, if you guys are locked down watching this, hey man, my brother goes to you guys, man. That's real.
All right, gracias, Cesar. Appreciate it.
Likewise.